What's up, YouTubing people? If you watched the last one, you'll see that I discovered that the swinger no longer swings. So here we are then. We've got all the bits and bobs off. Observations: I suggest you remove these screws periodically and put some anti-seize on them because they were seized right up. Because these swinging arms actually do fill with water. There's a vent hole on the bottom here and over here, which also block up. So I'd also suggest that you make sure those are open and periodically grease up those bolts, because we've all seen horror stories of the bolts snapping off. Anyway, I have digressed. Back onto the content, and I'll just hand you over to my charming assistant while I get ready to wiggle. So the bolt came out even though the nut was as tight as a what's-it. We've now, this is going to be tricky because we need my charming assistant to hang on to the bike while I do a bit of swinging. Right, what we've actually done is clamped it into the tripod. Right, you hold, no, don't hold that, you've got to hold the bar, you've got to hold the bars. Let's try and get this. It doesn't want to come off on that side. It's coming. Here we go. Right. So, right then, assistant, if you'd like to take control of the recording device again. Which is stop recording. Right, so we've got the swinging arm out. What can we find? Well, there's whole loads of cack inside these two, which is not a good sign. The next thing is the pin's going to have to come out. Now, in order to do that, oh, actually, alright, hang on, I'll just take over the camera a minute because you won't be able to see that. Right, okay, so basically, as you can see, that central tube there, which runs on the bearings, is sat central in the hole. And that tube is stuck in the back of the hole. So I think we've found where the bearing problem is, and this will now confirm what I noticed the other day, but I was unable to pinpoint. But the other day, when I was doing a chain inspection on the bike, although this sprocket is completely knackered now, what I did notice, which I'm not going to be able to, I'm not really going to be able to show, am I? I can show you my feet there, look, and no. You'll have to take my word for it, but the other day, this face was nice and gold coloured, and the face on the other side was all shiny, which would suggest sprocket misalignment in the swinging arm. But the sprocket marks were all okay, so I thought, well, that's odd. I wonder what's causing that. Well, I found it now. It was because the swinging arm was on the piss. Anyway, big hammer time. Oh, here we go then. I already know what the problem is. Some of these bits here should be shiny like that. So, that's destroyed. Right then, now then. Those aren't very well. In fact, there's only one thing we can do with those now. Whee! I placed my order with Sankchai already, so we're going to have to make a new order now. Catch you lot later when we put all this back together.